What's up, guys? Look, man, I got some information for y'all, man. If you think about coming to Maverick, man, I'm gonna put you ahead of the game. You gonna get out. You gonna leave that program. You gonna know what to do. You gonna know what to do before you go to the program, man. Check the Instagram out. Check the Facebook out. I got how to use the red binder, how to use the yellow binder, how to use your tablet in the truck. All type of stuff, man. I even show you how to secure shotgun coil. If you've been watching my channel, man, y'all know I put y'all on straight game on a lot of stuff. And I got on my Instagram, Facebook, y'all check it out on the left side right here. Look, everything on here, man. Check it out. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Today we're gonna talk about what's gonna get you disqualified at Maverick Transportation. If you're interested in getting like CDL grants and scholarships, send your email, fill out the form below, and you're trying to get a tougher recruiter from Maverick, fill out the form below. And like this video and subscribe. But yeah, the very first thing we're gonna talk about, guys, is number one, that work history. They look at that work history, guys. You don't want like a big gap, like a work history gap. We talking about like 7 to 8 months. That's the gap too big. Unless if you've been out that long, you gotta have a valid reason. They're gonna ask you why you've been out that long. It gotta be a valid reason. If you ain't going to school or something like that, they count that as like work history, going to school, whatever. They count that. If you're going to CDL school, you gotta be out for a month, whatever. 2 months, they count that. You know, 3 months, you out 3 months, you good. You good. That's not like really a big gap. That 7 to 8 months, you pushing it. That's like, you do not want to do that. They don't count DoorDash either. They don't look. I ain't gotta get nothing against DoorDash. I don't. I do DoorDash before truck driving. DoorDash, Uber, they do not count that as a full-time job. If you're gonna do that, you gotta have a full-time job somewhere and then DoorDash and Uber. But they don't count that. And a lot of companies look. I'm telling you, that work has got it hold a lot of people back. From getting like good trucking jobs or just trucking jobs in general. Unless you want to go to a trucking company that really don't pay you too much and don't value your home time. So I advise you get a job full time. They look at that. It don't matter what it ain't gotta be a driving job. It can be a job anywhere. The next thing is, guys, you don't want a speeding ticket. You do not want a speeding ticket. Anything over 18 gonna get you disqualified. So take your time. Don't be speeding. If you in the truck, let's say you in the truck at Maverick truck, you get a speeding ticket. It's like speed through a speed zone or construction zone or a school area. You get a ticket in it fast. They get rid of you. I remember they told us doing orientation. They get rid of you because basically insurance can't cover you. So I'm gonna advise you, just you get one of the sport cars, take it slow, guys. It's not worth it. That. Then it fall off in like 3 years. You gotta wait in 3 years till it fall off your record? That's a while. So look, like I said, I'm gonna tell you again, it's not worth it. Number 3 is the accidents. If you cause an accident, they're gonna disqualify you, coming to Maverick. But if it's not your fault and somebody hit you, you good, because it's not your fault. Police report say it's not your fault. You good. It's just when you cause the accident, I hope nobody ever get in an accident, but stuff happen in life. So you don't want to cause accident, gonna be disqualified. And that fall off in 3 years too. So you gotta wait 3 years. 3 years. And the fourth thing is drugs, man. Drugs. It's not worth it. If you a smoker, bro, and you be like, you want to smoke, do not drive a truck, man. Cause look, they pull hair, and they gonna pull hair before you come to Maverick. So when they about to set you up or take them, like, they gonna have you to do a hair follicle test in your area. And then when you get down to Maverick orientation, they gonna have you do a urine sample. And then when you get the job, they gonna hit you with a random. So I got hit with 3 randoms, and I ain't do nothing last year. Well, it was this year after 3. They hit me with 3. I ain't do nothing. I ain't hit nothing. They just hit me with random drug test. And your manager gonna tell you to go down there to take a DOT, take a drug test. You gotta go down there. You can't go home. You gotta go straight there. And that's what they do. And I just gotta let y'all know, you think you get a job, you gonna smoke, bro, No, do not do it. You're gonna mess yourself up. They gonna hit you with a random, and that gonna be on your clearinghouse. Every time you get a job and they say you a failed drug test, everybody gonna see it. So drugs not worth it, man. That's what gonna get you disqualified from Maverick. So, and that's like the main thing. Long you got a working job, you ain't got no speeding ticket over 18, and you didn't cause the accident, I don't see why you won't get a self. I don't see why. I really don't see why you won't get a self. Unless you just got like a crazy charge, like they even sell a felony. Like if you got a felony, they'll sell people felony. They do, but it gotta be, I think, gotta be over like 15 years, something like that. Or they look at everything case by case. That's what they say on their website, case by case. But you can apply and see what they say. I mean, they're wrong. Just apply, and they might accept it. But if y'all got any questions about Maverick Transportation or flatbed question, Junior, I'd be glad to help. Talk to y'all later.